Welcome to Shoe Leather Faith. My name is Robert McMillan, and we're dealing with the blended family. Or how can such different kinds of people function together under the one roof? We've dealt with a number of issues, what the blended family actually is, what they can be, and I want to go through some just general rules. But first of all, the Bible, and suggest that those of you who are step parents and those of you who are the biological parent of those children in this new family grouping, start reading the book of Proverbs. There's a lot of good counsel in there for you about controlling your tongue, backing off from confrontation, dealing with people that are foolish. And children are foolish. They start foolish. By the time they're 18, hopefully they become somewhat wise. But that's your job. So let me encourage you to read the book of Proverbs. Read it every day. There are 31 chapters, as I've said before, and there are usually 31 days in every month. And if you have a 30-day month, or if you get into February, just read an extra chapter or two at the end of the month. So on the 25th day of the month, you're going to read chapter 25, and just read it for taking in information that comes your way. Don't do a thorough study on it unless you want to. I believe that God brings to your remembrance those specific verses in the book of Proverbs that apply at the time you need them. Start it today. Whatever day it is of the month, read that chapter. Tomorrow, read the next day's chapter, and just keep on going. Every month, when you read that particular chapter, you'll get something new out of it. I guarantee it. And I can't encourage you enough to start that habit in your life, because it's a book of wisdom. They're about understanding. They're about relationships. They're about identifying wisdom and identifying folly. And what do we need more in the family than that? Identifying wisdom and folly, avoiding the one and adhering to the other. Let me just take a couple of verses that I dug out today. Now today is the 29th day of June, and yeah, it's almost a month ago as you're seeing this now. Proverbs 29 verse 2, when the righteous rule, you finish it off. You look it up in Proverbs 29:2, and you are to be, as a parent and as a husband or a wife, a righteous ruler in your home. Proverbs 29 verse 20, it tells us to guard our tongues. And by the way, on a side note, if you've got a Twitter account, guard your tongue. How many foolish people have shown themselves foolish, or more so, to a bigger audience than on Twitter? I've got a Twitter account, but I don't think I've ever used it. I don't need the public announcement that I'm halfway foolish. And the thing is, we're too hasty with our words on things like Twitter. Proverbs 30 verse 17 tells me that your stepchild is at risk if you don't bring wisdom to the table, and if you don't act in a godly manner towards that child. And realize that a blended family can be part of God's corrective plan for sin or damage in the past. God's corrective plan for whatever folly we bring upon ourselves always brings restoration to us and glory to Him. Granted, just like Jacob after Peniel, he walked with a limp, you may walk with a limp after a divorce and a remarriage. But realize there's a possibility of great victories ahead. Restoration for you and your family. Glory to God for working it all out. So let me encourage you, if you're a step parent, if you're a member of a blended family, start reading the book of Proverbs. It is chock full of wisdom. And that's needed in every family, even one that's if you want to call it a normal family, a natural family with a biological mother, a biological father, and biological children. Everybody needs wisdom. Proverbs guarantees it. Just start the reading plan. let me encourage you to just keep praying for your blended family, for those children, for your spouse, for the testimony your family will have in the world. And if you're not in a church right now, you need to get in a church. Well, that's all I've got to say about this particular subject. So until next time when we start again with a different subject, God bless you, and keep praying for yourself and for your family. And if you would you please subscribe to this channel if you would? I'd appreciate it. And if you like this video, short as it is, would you sign I liked it with a thumbs up? Appreciate it.